Hey Angel, how's my baby? Are you having fun? Good morning and happy Saturday. Petey and I just went to the dog park near our house. Say hello, Petey. He's exhausted. He only got into one little fight. Well, I should say he only started one fight. He's a little bit of a crazy boy sometimes, but it was over as soon as it began, so proud of him for that. The guy who was coming to fix our hot water heater a couple of vlogs ago, he's been, just saying he was gonna come all week and then not showing up. So he finally came, and we don't have any hot water right now, or any water at all actually. So I was like, let me get out of the house and give Petey some time to run around and play. So Ethan's holding down the fort. But yeah, last night I ended up not staying in. I went and saw Ethan play with this girl, Christina, who's one of his friends. She was having like an album release show, and it was really fun. The music was really cool. It kind of gave like Regina Spektor vibes, I would say. It was kind of like jazzy and poppy, and it was just fun music. And then I ran into some friends, had like a really fun kiki and catch up with one of my friends, McKenna. We had so much to catch up on about some fantasy books that we were reading. I was telling her about The Crown of Gilded Bones, and she had already read that book, and she was like, oh girl, I know, it was so confusing at the end. And I was like, what the heck was going on? I don't know if I can keep up with this series. But we had a good laugh, and yeah, I kind of had trouble sleeping last night because I'm just still having some anxiety symptoms, but I'm out and about in the bright sunshine. And then later today, I'm gonna see Caroline. I like texted her on Thursday, and I was like, girl, we need to have a coffee and vent sesh. And she was like, I'll be there. So yeah, I'll take you along with me as we go see Caroline this afternoon. Oh, gorgeous. Lunch is served.
Now I do wish they gave us little plates.
I do too. Oh crap, I'm probably gonna need silverware. Look at that. Yum. Oh, the tater tots are inside and chips. Wait, show the camera yours.
I don't know what oh, a little burrito.
Burrito. That looks good with the yolky egg.
Yes. I was surprised by that.
And of
Usually
course,
it's a scramble.
the cold brew with almond milk.
Yes.
Hello. Alrighty. I went to commissary and saw Caroline, and it was so fun. It's always great to see them. We had just such a good girly catch-up chat, a good vent sesh, you know, talking about these men out here, talking about the government, talking about television, everything under the sun. Oh, I also wanted to show you, this is what my natural hair looks like. I usually like blow dry it, but I've let it run wild today because after I got back from the dog park, I did a little workout and washed it. But yeah, this is the natural hair. Sometimes I go like long periods of time where I just like wear it natural, and then other times I'm like, no, I have to blow dry it. So it's kind of like what I'm feeling at the time. But yeah, I love commissary. Going there just like really puts me in a good headspace. So I think I'm gonna head home and hang on the couch for a bit and have dinner with Ethan and catch up on White Lotus. I'm all caught up, but he's not. So we gotta get him caught up before the episode tomorrow night. Fit check. You guys, I just had the craziest interaction at Starbucks. I was waiting in line to get my little cold brew, and it was like one of those outside lines where on one side you order and then the other side you pick up. And so I ordered my coffee. The one was a bit short with me, but that's not the story. And then I went to the like pickup area, and this little girl who was like 9 years old, wearing like baggy sweatshirt, baggy jeans, like Nike shoes, flat ironed hair, was like, did you order? And I was like, I just ordered over there. And she was like, yeah, because this is the pickup line. And I was like, no, I know, I ordered over there and now I'm waiting to pick up. And she's like, okay. a shiver went down my spine. It was crazy. I was like, you're acting like a 35-year-old Karen already, and you're not but 9 years old, maybe 10, rounding up. It was crazy. The youth scare me sometimes. She was like such a cunty little diva. I kind of respected it, but I did fear it. And then her mom, I guess, like drove around, and she like got in her mom's car, and she goes, you know this Starbucks, there's always a wait. And I'm like, I fear you.
Oh, that, yes, that too.
I think by the mountains. It's a beautiful day. With my favorite Girlina.
Yay!
Say hello to the vlog.
Oh my gosh, yay!
We're going to the mountains.
Headed to the mountains.
Hello.
I love a towering mountain range.
And I think my like window, one of my windows was broken and like wouldn't roll up or
Oh,
something.
no.
It was like so windy.
Our little area. Ready to picnic. And the stunning mountains. Something I forgot about Caroline here is that this is their definition of a toasted piece of bread.
I'm sorry.
Oh, white bread.
It's just white bread with the faintest of brown. But this is our egg salad sandwich. Caroline makes a mean egg salad sandwich. It's not for everyone, Kelsey, but it's great. Hello. Hi, friend. Look, I have a lizard. This guy was on my tum-tum, and it scared Kelsey. But I'm not scared. I know you're my friend. Good of you to not eat him. Hello, friends. It is Monday midday. It's like a little after 2. And I just had a session, had my coffee, my afternoon coffee. I'm catching up on some notes and just watching some of my favorite YouTube girlies. And yeah, I thought I would give you a little catch up about what's going on. So you all saw that yesterday I went on a really fun picnic with my girls, and that was just so nice to be out in the sun. I'm such a little lizard, and clearly because a lizard was just laying out on me, just sunning on top of me, he recognized one of his fellow kind. And then I came home, and Ethan and I got some poke and watched White Lotus. It was a pretty good up last night. I feel like things are actually heating up, which I am enjoying. But yeah, I also wanted to give you a little bit of an update on the dating sitch. So obviously this past week I was having a freak out because I thought I was being ghosted. But about 36 hours after my last text, said man finally texted me back and was like, OMG, so sorry. A crisis happened at work. I've been so busy. I saw your text, forgot to respond, and then yada, 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 that whole song and dance. And I was kind of like, haha, well, thought I was being ghosted. And he was like, oh my gosh, no. Anyway, we chit-chatted for a little while, and then on Saturday, he like texted and was like, oh, how was Petey's birthday? Which I thought was a cute thing to ask. And then he asked me out again. So I think all is good. I don't think he was like ghosting. I think he probably just like has ADHD and got busy, and no one can really keep up with the standards of texting back that I hold people to. But also, I've got my good eye on him. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm guarding my heart, as the Christians say. Hope that he's not a flake. There's so many people in LA are flakes, so I should just assume that everyone is. But I gotta say, I've got a lot of different irons in the fire when it comes to field right now. I'm talking to like, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm talking to 4 different guys on Field right now, 2 of which I have dates with this week. Well, actually 2 others of whom I don't know when I'm gonna see them, because I've got two dates during the week. I've got my date on Saturday, and then Sunday I leave for Boston for a week. So I don't know if these gentlemen callers are gonna kind of fall off at that point. We shall see. But yeah, things are heating up. So I keep trying to remind myself that I'm diversifying the portfolio and talking to a bunch of different guys to protect myself from getting my feelings hurt. And also because I like just kind of like being fun and flirty with a few different fellas. We shall see how we go. Tonight, Ethan and I are going to his friend's house for dinner. It's this guy who's like an older bluegrass musician named Robbie Folks, and we kind of joke that he's like our bluegrass dad. He's just like such a dad, and he's really funny, and his wife is so sweet, and we just love hanging out with them, and I think we're getting Indian takeout with them and hanging out. We kind of are like, please adopt us. Like, we are their children in LA because their children don't live in LA. So we're like, mom, dad. Anyway, I think that should be really fun. It is such a gorgeous and beautiful and hot day in LA today. It's like 86 degrees right now. It's like warm in the home. But I sat outside with Petey for like 20 minutes earlier this morning, and I was like, oh my God, I'm sweating. Anyhow, yeah, I will catch up with you later. We went to our friend's house for dinner. We got Indian food. I was having a grand old time. And then all of a sudden, the gurgles in my stomach started. I started to get severe cramps. I could feel things moving down there. I started to get sweats. Felt like I was having hot flashes. And now I'm home on the couch with my heating pad. I haven't had diarrhea yet, but I feel her coming. Pedos. Yeah. Does anyone else's pup love their heating pad? You know, mommy has a tummy ache, but you're helping, right? Oh, that kind of hurts. Maybe that kind of... Well, I don't know if that's the most helpful thing in the world, but I appreciate the thought. Hello friends, I wanted to show you my fit check for the evening. So on top, I'm wearing this Old Navy tank. It's got these really cute buttons. It's kind of cropped, if you can see. I love this tank top, it's super comfortable. It's just like a linen, and it doesn't get very wrinkled, which is nice. And then I'm wearing these, here, let me move you back. I'm wearing these linen pants. They're also from Old Navy. They've got pockets. Love these bad boys. They're super comfortable as well. They are kind of like a wide leg linen pant. They really billow out after you've been wearing them for a while. And I will show you the shoes. These I think I got on Amazon. They're like a little platform black. They're so like early 2000s, 90s. Like I feel like I had these shoes when I was younger in the early 2000s, and then they went out of style, and then they came right on back with a fierceness. So I'll put these on. They give me quite a bit of height, probably like 2.5, 3 inches. And then because it's a bit of a chillier evening now, it was a warm day, but the temperature is dropping. I'm gonna wear my denim. So I do not know where I got this denim jacket. I've had it forever, but I'll wear this denim over the ensemble. It's a little like cropped denim moment. And yeah, I think that this should do it. I haven't done my makeup yet, but the hair is looking pretty good so far. So yeah, leaving in a little bit, just gonna have some dinner, and then we're going to get drinks. Again, I haven't talked much to this person online, which is good. Sometimes too much talking, it just dies, and you don't know what to talk about once you actually sit down to meet them. So don't really know anything about them. They're tall, they look pretty hot, so we shall see. Well, wish me luck. Hey friends, the hair is drying. I got it out of the shower not long ago, but I wanted to give you a little update on my date last night. I don't know. It wasn't the thing. He, I guess, was cute, but within the first few minutes, I was like, there's no chemistry. He was really tall, honestly, kind of like too tall. I don't know, I just gravitate more towards the short king. I don't know what that's about, but anyway. Yeah, he just gave me like guy in his 40s in LA who's still kind of broke and just like figuring shit out. And my resolution for 2025 is no more broke boys. So I gotta hold myself to it. We had like okay conversation, but he was kind of like a little bit trying to make me his therapist. And then he kept being like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't mean to trauma dump on you. And I was like, yeah, it happens. So yeah. Did we make out at the end? Yes, we did. But it was only because I was like, well, I gotta get something out of this, you know? And it was a decent makeout, but personality just kind of is not there for me personally. So yeah. I have another date tonight. We'll see how that goes. Unlike the other two, this guy and I have been talking a lot. This one is a chatty fellow. So we'll see how all that goes. He's very curious. He's asked me a lot of good questions. So fingers crossed that we have good conversation there. Oh, and then I also just wanted to make a few comments on the Bachelor finale. It was so crazy. I wasn't surprised that Grant didn't choose Latia. I know everyone was like shocked, but I have just been able to tell for the last few weeks that she is like the girl that he like wants, but knows he can't handle. And I felt that since Hometowns. The week before Hometowns, I was like, oh, maybe it's gonna be Latia. But the second he met that family and they were like, children, give us offspring, he got spooked and I could see it in his eyes. And I think Grant maybe wants to have kids in his late 30s, early 40s, but that man is not ready to settle down and have kids. He wants to have like whirlwind adventures with his partner and feel very safe and chosen and loved and adored by his partner. But he's not looking to marry someone like Latia, who's like, let's settle down on the homestead and produce offspring. Like, he's just not. I mean, the man made a single called Party Girls, okay? And I just saw that he put out another single. I don't know what it's called, but I feel like is still recovering from the trauma of his dad being an addict and not being like there and present for the family. So I just don't think there's a world in which he's ready to step into the role of father or even believes that he's capable of doing that at this stage in his life. So I think that Juliana was kind of perfect for him because it was like, she adores me, she's fun, she's on the younger side. I think she's in her late 20s. So she's not settling down anytime soon. She doesn't want or expect too much of me. She just adores what I am already, which I could feel that Latia was a little bit like Build a Man vibes. Like, she loved everything Grant was, but she was gonna push him to step up to be the kind of like Mormon male head of household. And he wasn't vibing with that. I'm like, did he lead Latia on? Yes, he did. He made mistakes there and he made a lot of promises that he couldn't keep. But I agree with his decision to choose Juliana. I think that was the right call for him. If they make it, which, you know, chances aren't high that they will, but if they do, I think they'll have a lot of fun together. They'll travel the world and go on brand trips and just have fun until Grant feels more ready to step into that role of fatherhood, because he has a father wound, you know? His dad was not reliable, so he doesn't trust himself yet to be a reliable father figure. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. I think Juliana is just naive enough and adoring enough of him to not take this whole Latia thing too personally, which works out for Grant anyway in the end. So yeah, that's that on that. It was kind of a boring finale though, I gotta say. Yeah. This guy came running this morning. You couldn't wait to see your friend. You couldn't wait to see each other. Don't choke with excitement. Oh. Okay, okay. Okay. No, don't run into the street. Come back. Hello. It is Thursday. It's a cold, gray day here in LA. But I thought I would catch you all up on how my date went last night. Also, sorry if you can hear the dishwasher going in the background. That's sort of inevitable. We have no clean dishes. Yeah, so it was kind of another dud. Like, not the vibe. I've kind of had a off week when it comes to these dates. It's not giving. He was nice and we had a decent conversation. He was an interesting person, but there was no sexual chemistry, none to speak of. I could tell he was super into me, and I was really enjoying our conversation, but I was like, yeah, I'm never gonna see this man again. And then he did go in for the makeout at the end of the night, and I was like, I'll give it a try, see if this changes anything. It did not, so you live and you learn. Yeah, after the makeout, I was like, oh yeah, and there's no way. You know, when your body tells you, you have to listen. The body knows if there's anything there or not, and there was not. So yeah, still got some irons in the fire. And then day after tomorrow, going on a date with the ghosty man who reemerged. So hopefully that will be fun. But yeah, it was just like, there's nothing here. There's not even a whisper of sexual chemistry on my end, at least. So yeah, but I wanted to let you all know I'm probably going to close the vlog out here, but for the next vlog I'll actually be traveling to Boston. So I'm from Boston originally, that's where I grew up, and I'm going on a little hometown visit a la The Bachelor, going home for the week. So I will bring you along with me as we get into some adventures in Boston. I've already got a few meals with friends set up and just gonna visit all my favorite spots there because it's such a great city. So I will take you along with me, but thanks for coming on this adventure with me once again, and I will see you all next time.